I've seen on television the carpet, and I watched it a couple times. But it's same deal every time. Some hapless person lurking around to see this car, back and forth. That believe in the mind that it might be a bait car, jump in it, go for the ride, they shut it down, put them on the arrest, ask them some dumb questions, take them to jail, and start over again. And what they're discovering though in LA that it's taking so much resources, and all they're doing is finding some low-level nutballs who probably looking for some money to get a fix. In one instance in LA, there was this person who saw car door open, engine running, and some cigarettes on the seat, and the person that grabbed the cigarettes because maybe they had a nicotine fit or whatever to grab them. And my understanding is that this person could have qualified for 10 to 20 years in jail. So the LA Times is saying that this probably is a waste of resources because there are other things that could be done. I remember here in Puerto Rico, I went to a certain city and I put on my $100 rain suit with my weather boots or the boots they use in construction, rubber boots, and everybody sheltering out there, some flimsy umbrella, and I'm walking my head up straight through the rain. And so folks start saying, oh, he's a big boy. And it's like, maybe he's a drug dealer. Now, I was going to get my license in Puerto Rico, and so I was speaking with people who do business outside of the licensing office. They help people with medicals and other things like that. So I was speaking with this guy over a period of time, trying to get things that I need done. And he's directing me what I need to do, how I need to get it done, and so forth and so on. So they parked the car at the corner. I've seen the car there, and I was trying to get a car to rent so I could go and do my test. And this car is parked over there for a while. And I'm saying like it's a police car parked there, but like they had a camera over there, and they were focusing on me. I'm not sure if there was an officer in the car because I think the windows were tinted. So eventually, they're gonna wrap it up. They pull up one day and they arrest the guy. And they're speaking in Spanish, so I don't understand what's going on. And he was able to take the things out of his pocket and give it to his friend. Well, right away I know there's a bogus arrest because when they arrest you, they take you with everything in your pocket so that they could, find some crack or whatever evidence they need to give you some more charges. So they were, in other words, they didn't know how to wrap up drug deals. Now, if I were a drug dealer, they would have wrapped me up even before I sell my first little hit. Okay? So when drug dealing is happening in the place and they're saying that, we can't find this, and maybe they're trying to protect the turf. Oh, you come in to sell drugs in our area and we get cut in that, you crazy, what you want to put you in jail or get you shot, So in other words, these folks are wasting resources in the area. I wasn't doing no drugs, I was straight up going to do a legitimate business. It was just like the bait car bait. They're wasting people's time, they're wasting money. The other day I was doing a job, scraping some stuff, the police pull up, what you doing? Well, it was sort of stupid question. You see him working, I'm scraping this rust off, it's on the ground, it's a restaurant, it's true, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm not breaking in. Now, I don't know who sent them, whether it's the government sent them, or whether it's the guys who work in there who upset that I'm trying to make a couple bucks. I don't understand what's the deal, but the guy threatened me, I'll take you to jail. What crime did I commit? I don't have to answer no question, I have to do none of that stuff, you know what I mean? And so, they're wasting time and wasting resources. And in LA, there's so many problems. Maybe they have too many cops. I think that's one of the problems, so that they have time to play around, Well, of course, there was the movie Bait Car and so on, and I guess the TV people was getting them a cutback and money going to the union, or they get it paid as actors. I'm not sure how that would go down, but it's time to wrap it up, man. As the newspaper says that it mightn't qualify as entrapment. You see, look, it's not what these cops think or what the court think, it's what God thinks, all right? And, this is a problem. I think law enforcement needs to study religion. Some of them go to some flimsy church and they could do all kinds of stuff and still go and be altar boys. I mean, officiating in the church without any compunction of conscience. And I think that's the problem. Because it doesn't mind what we say or what we do. It depends on what God sees and what God thinks. And I think as far as God is concerned, that is entrapment. Because if that opportunity wasn't there, that person wouldn't have been snared by it. There might have been some other thing which genuinely and legitimately is there, the person, but you put something in the way of somebody, and you know the demographics. You know, the person is maybe a drug addict, maybe ain't got no money, maybe trying to make some money, whatever. You know, it's not entrapment, but as far as God sees, and you know what, that person might be innocent in heaven, and that guilt might be placed on the police. See what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make another video on this kind of thing, but you know, I'm going to the paper and I join them. Stop these bait car foolishness, man. I watch stupid TV. There's the next one with Hanson setting up for predators. Them old women online are playing, why my little 10-year-old here? You want to date with me or what? Oh yes, what kind of shorts you wearing, all that stuff. And then when you pull up, they run out and take the camera. So you see, man, sit down there, man. You know, and all this stuff. I mean, it's good TV, and I don't know if waste time with that stupid because it's the same deal. And maybe these guys are predators, and perhaps they might have preyed on some young girl who might have been online for real. But I believe a lot of times these folks are so aggressive. Like in Florida, you walking on the road, a woman just jump out at you and say, hey man, you don't want some sex with me? Look how I'm looking so sexy and nice. And she does look clean, she does look nice. You say, how much money you have, bro? You say, well, baby, I have $20. What would you like in sex? Oh, well, I'd like some of it. And then next thing you know, you're under arrest. And I mean, you know, it's like they say sex is on every man's mind. But maybe not true. The guy might have been studying where he's going to get the next fix, where he's going to get some money to pay his bills, some problem on his mind. But then suddenly a nice woman will jump up and say, you want some of me? I mean, anybody who doesn't have, you know, serious scruples and values and morals and so forth might fall for that stuff. I mean, it's something that we need. We need sex, okay? I mean, it's not, we're not little boys here and little girls, we're big people. We need sex. And then somebody can jump on the leg, you know what I mean? So is that entrapment or what? Did that person have in mind to do a prostitution at night? You know what I mean? So they're doing all these things, and the court going to say, oh, you know, we don't want to hear you. We can give you this remedy here, you know? So the bait car and all these sting with drugs and sting with prostitution and all these things that are going down with it, get real with serious crime and stop drug dealing. You know, I mean, who are the drug dealers? You know who they are. Go and get them and we wrap up this thing, you know what I mean? So, bait car should go.